What's up, Yellowjackets fans? This is Jim from Bingetown TV, and today I want to talk about one of the most popular theories about the show and break it down a little bit. If you aren't caught up on Yellowjackets Season 2, this is your warning because there will be spoilers ahead. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate every single one of you. But anyway, back to the theory talk. The theory I want to discuss is the cave slash mine under the cabin theory. Now, there are multiple branches to this theory, such as the cave mine, causing mercury to leak into the water, food, and maybe even the air, causing the survivors to hallucinate everything, and present day still feeling the effects of the mercury poisoning. The infamous symbol being a map of the caves or mining shafts, dead cabin guy being the one who created the symbol, and when he was alive, he worked underground, among many others. We will definitely get into those in other videos, but for today, we're going to focus purely on one theory in a vacuum, and that is that a cave under the cabin exists. All right, so let's break down the clues and the quote unquote evidence that we've been given so far in season 1 and 2. Number one has been bothering a lot of people for the entirety of season 2, and that's the dripping sounds that Mara keeps hearing that season 2 seems to majorly be focusing on so far. Does the dripping in the cabin indicate that Mari is hearing dripping coming from a cave below? She can't find the source of the dripping anywhere in the cabin, but always seems to hear it when the room is quiet enough. It seems plausible that this could be a little hint that the writers and directors are leaving us, or it could just be one of the many hallucinations our survivors have been dealing with since the crash. Number two is the big one, the Javi situation. We know that Javi's been missing for months, and we have seen how dangerous this cold has been, killing Jackie and nearly killing Shauna and Ty. Travis and Nat have been traveling and mapped large portions of the area and have not found any structures that Javi could have used for shelter for months. With them specifically searching for Javi himself, I feel confident that they would have been scouting out areas above ground where he could have found shelter. Enter the cave theory. Javi could have inadvertently, or with the help of the farce, if you believe the supernatural side of the show, that is, could have found an entrance to the cave or mining shaft and hid there the night of doom coming. We're not sure why he would not have returned to the cabin, except for the fact that he saw some crazy teens chasing his brother down with knives, but he could have survived down there if he did find food and water. There are also rumors and theories that the cave slash mining shaft has a bunker that cabin guy created, which would be even more evidence for the Javi theory if he found it. And this leads to number three. Throughout season 2, we have seen our survivors, specifically Nat and Ty, find trees where the snow has melted and moss is growing despite the freezing climate. The solution to this could be that they are above a cave or mining shaft that is somehow heated via something such as a hot spring. If the cave was heated somehow, this would have been a perfect shelter for Javi. Number four is Lottie's vision of the underground corridor in season 1 when she is being baptized by Laura Lee. Was this a hallucination that means nothing or a glimpse into the future? We do know that she has previously been able to predict the future. And number five, I'm going to bunch into a big group because they are some of the branches that we will discuss in later videos. So please hit that subscribe button if you want to hear some more theories. These theories are that the Red River was actually a mining runoff, Cabin Guy was actually a miner, and the symbol is a map to certain important locations or entrances to the mine or cave. All right, did these five things convince you? Well, let's play a little devil's advocate here. The dripping sounds can easily be one of the many hallucinations that the survivors have been dealing with the months they have been stranded. They are stranded in the wilderness with barely any food and only each other. We've had many Lottie hallucinations, but we've also had Nat hallucinate a moose, so it's not just Lottie that's seeing things. If we also want to take into consideration the mercury poisoning theory, there is a chance that the dripping could just be another hallucination that is driving Maury crazy during this awful time in her life. I think that the cave theory is a great theory for where Javi has been. Soon we will find out who the mysterious she is that told him not to come back to the cabin, but it would be concerning to find out that Javi found a cave or a mine or a bunker or whatever it is that helped him stay warm in the winter, and he only came back to the cabin because Ty and Van caught him, and he still hasn't told any of them about it. I get it if he doesn't want to help the girls because they scared him the night of doom coming, but you would think that he would want to save Travis at the very least. He even seemed to bond with Shauna, and she was the one who told him to run, not to mention she's pregnant, so you'd think he'd want to help her too. The rest of the theories can easily be explained away if the show really leans into the supernatural. The river could actually be running red with blood, like Lottie said. The cabin guy could have possessed Lottie during the seance. The symbol could literally be the symbol of the forest spirits slash antler queen. The problem with all of that is that it seems illogical now, but supernatural aspects of a story are illogical until they are explained, and they have not been explained yet, so we will see. If you want my opinion, I think that even if the supernatural aspect of the show is fully leaned into, it's still highly probable that the cave mine bunker exists. The evidence for the cave seems to make sense at this point in the story. The big thing for me is point number two, and that's the Javi situation. We know that Travis and Nat have searched all over and have not found any forms of shelter because if they found it, they would have told everybody else about it because it would have been another option besides the creepy cabin. We know that you can't survive out in the freezing cold. So having somewhere underground to go really does make sense to me for Javi, and that is why I believe it does exist. All right, guys, that's it for our Yellow Jackets theory video today. Like I said before, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate every single one of you. Please check out our podcast covering the amazing Yellow Jackets show. You can find that at bingetowntv.com, or you can go to Bingetown TV podcast on YouTube, and we have everything up there. Until next time, guys.